Everyone, it's Mike again, and today we're going to look at the next fundamental move in that kettlebell swing routine that I showed earlier, and that is the clean. And so far what we've looked at is the two-handed swing, the one-handed swing, and once you have that technique down, that motion down, you have the feel of the kettlebell and the swing of the kettlebell, then everything else starts to flow. However, this is kind of like the pivotal piece here. I feel that the clean then is what allows me to go into all the other moves from there. So going from the swing into this clean, from the clean we can get into presses, we can get into squats, and then other variations from there. The clean also, once we have that clean in place, it also can be a resting position as well. So if you're not wanting to put the kettlebell down, you want to keep that momentum going, you want to say, hey, no, I'm still working out, I'm just taking a breather, you can get into this position, this rest position, once you have the kettlebell up in that clean position. One of the things I want to talk about a little bit is just that idea about thinking about where that kettlebell is going to be. So when we do these moves, once we get into a clean or anything else, always be thinking stacking. Think about where is that weight. So for example, if I bring the kettlebell up and my arm is over here and that's where the kettlebell is, I've got nothing underneath there. So I'm using all shoulder, I guess I'm using my body to stabilize myself, and unless that's the exercise you're wanting to do, you can do it, but the reality of it is that's where you start to injure yourself. With this, we're wanting our core, so what I'm thinking is when I bring this up into my rest position, I'm thinking knuckles to chin here, and that's where I want to bring that kettlebell. It should be resting right up against my right shoulder, or if it was left hand, against my left. The idea about it is that weight is there, but it's still close, tight to my body, still over my legs, and from there I'd be able to go into squats, presses, whatever it is, but everything is nice, is tighter to my body, closer to my body. So even when we talk about the swings, once we bring them out there, we're bringing them back under, right? With this, it's nice tight, we're not swinging it anymore, we want to hold it close so that way we can do things like presses and squats. It's not like I'm repeating myself here, but that's essentially what we're doing. Okay, so what I want to do is just look at the clean today, and then from there, next video, we'll start looking into some of those variations. So it'll be just to review the clean, and then where can we go, because that's also the progress of that workout. Okay, so again, just like we did before, when we start, I'm just going to start with a couple of swings just to warm myself up and just kind of into my body being ready to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just a couple of swings. I'll drop to my one hand, and then what I'm going to do is actually pull up. So I don't want to be swinging out here and then trying to slam it back. It's still wrist to crotch, but then pull up and flip. So pull up, flip, okay, and then I'm embracing the weight. You'll also probably see what I'm trying to be conscious with my free hand as well. So again, when I'm doing things, if I'm going to go into my clean, I'm still swinging with that free hand. I'm not just letting it sit idly. I've seen people do things like put their hand behind their back. I guess maybe it's because they don't know what to do with it. For me, it might as well be swinging with it. And then if I switch, right, it's right there to be able to switch and grab onto it, do whatever I need to do, rather than be in an awkward position. So here it goes. We'll start with just the basic two-handed swing again. I'll drop to the one hand, and then with the clean, it's just up. If I want to drop it back down and up. So notice with the drop, what I'm actually doing is my elbow's nice and tucked into my waist. I'm not up here. It's nice in here. Notice that my knuckles are beneath my chin. Okay, I've got my other hand ready. My knees are slightly bent. Nice solid stance. And what I'm actually going to do when I release is, it looks kind of like this. If I was to do it in slow motion, it would be just like that. And again, the nice thing is with this swing, I can switch it over and get to the other side. Again, slow motion, or as best I can. right? It comes out between and then back up. When I'm bringing that up, notice I'm using my glutes. I'm using my posterior chain to pull myself up into this clean position here. Okay, so I'm going to put it down, and I just want to show something too. One other question that people might have is, well, where do you hold it in your hand? And one of the things that Sean Mosen has shown in his workshop was to say, if you're to put a mark on this part of your hand right here, so I think he even took a Sharpie, put a little X there, the kettlebell would go right through here. So the handle would go right across here and cover up that little X. So if I'm going to that and I realize, no, it's too high, kettlebell's going across here, I'll just drop it and bring it back down again, let it slide, find that position before I move into my next exercise. Okay? So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll try and do close up when I bring this up. Okay, so I have this in position, and you can see where I have that kettlebell going across my hand. And if I don't have it there, if I don't feel it's comfortable there, or like it's up high or whatever else, I'll just drop it, bring it back up, and then try to get it into position again. Okay, so yeah, that's the clean, and you'll see through the video, there's parts where that's all it is. It's just 10 on one side, and then switch over, 10 on the other. Sometimes I do a variation where it's switch alternate each time. So left, switch over to right. And again, from this position, if I get tired, I need to just catch my breath, regroup. Hey, what am I doing next? All right, I'm gonna do a press. Okay, whatever it might be, I can be in this rest position and go from there. So that's the clean, and that's it for that one until we do our next video. Hey, thanks for watching.